16, it's to consider the approval of the release of funds for the public improvements in Ridgewood Heights Section 5R from $269,549.40 to $247,389.40.
We've completed the inspections and are in agreement with the request for the reduction.
All right, is there any questions?
No. I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. As I said, I'm not a part of this Ridgewood Heights section at all. That's why I can vote on it. It's been moved and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. The motion carries. For 164-2016, it's considered the approval of the release of funds for the public improvements in the overlook Phase 4 from $1,160,134.70 to $885,812.
We've completed the inspections and approved the request for the reduction amount. Everything's in order.
Any questions? Motion to approve the release?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion carries. For 165-2016, it's approval for the third release of funds related to the private improvements for the new Muse Elementary School from $2,491,510 to $2,423,510. We also include the interest on that escrow account and return it to the school district, an amount of $1,815.80. Joe?
Everything's in order from our inspections.
We need a motion?
So moved.
It's been moved and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion carries. For 166-2016, it's approval for the final release of funds related to private improvements for the reserve Phase 2 in an amount of $275,605.91. Joe, that's the final.
That's the final, yeah, that's all the private improvements within the development. Everything's in order.
Any questions? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
It's been moved
Second.
and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion carries. For 167-2016, it's a payment application number 3 for R&B contracting and excavation for the Coleman Road stormwater drainage improvements in an amount of $85,520.30.
The stormwater drainage repairs are totally done at this point, and there's not a paving.
Yes, all the storm sewer work on Coleman Road is complete.
Okay. So I'll make that motion then.
And I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion carries. Joe, what's left on that? You have a record, anything left?
Everything's taken care of. That was the bulk of the payment to them, and the next payment is the retention.
For 168-2016, it's considered payment application number 4 and on the final to R&B for $22,010.46. I completely missed that on the agenda. Is there a motion to approve that?
Make that motion.
Everything's complete.
It's been moved
Seconded.
and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion carries. For 169-2016 is payment application number 1 for our contract aid at Youngblood Paving, the amount of $268,783.82. Any questions?
Question, how many applications are due?
This is the first application for contract A, Elizabeth.
No, what was the total, do you remember? I'm
The
sorry.
total for contract aid, do you have that right there?
Correct.
While you're down there, can you figure out what roads this is payment for?
Well, that's the same thing.
Contract A was $286,870.85.
So that's everything but what's included? What are we making payment?
We have there's some restoration work that needs to be done yet, but not included in this payment. and some retainage.
Then contract would be, A would be done now.
Yes.
So every road in contract A was.
Every road in contract A has been paved.
I'm sorry, and what was the total is it the total you said once again, 285?
286, 870, 85.
Are we holding back enough?
Yes, we are.
I'll make the motion to approve.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye. The motion carries. For 170/2016, this is the first payment or application for payment for contract B, an amount of $203,942.89.
Did we hear that as well, Joe?
That's the big one, Joe.
I believe our total there was like $1.2 million, $1,196,859.54.
So there's still $1 million worth
Yes,
of paving left.
there's still work to do. That includes Coleman Road, and we haven't started any actual paving on Coleman Road, which is to occur on Thursday and Friday this week.
Okay, I move to approve.
Excuse me,
Oh, sorry.
it includes Coleman, but we haven't started it? Why are we paying it?
Not the payment, the total.
The total scope of the work includes
Okay.
Coleman Road. We haven't done any work on Coleman. We've done other work that is in the contract.
All right, that makes more sense, thank you.
Did I hear another question? Motion to approve it? It's been moved
Second.
and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, the motion carries. For 171/2016, it's a change order number 1 for contract B, the Youngblood paving for the, in amount of $91,586.04 for additional work along Ridgewood Drive. Joe, you can explain that? I know Bill sent a letter.
Sure, yes. I'd sent out all the board members an email last week explaining that once we got some portions of Ridgewood Drive milled and started checking the subbase that was consisted of concrete, it started to crumble and fall apart. So we had to reconstruct the roadway with a new subbase and a bituminous base before we could put our 3 inches of binder and wearing surface over top of it. Paving over that would not have produced a good result.
Joe, is that why the township dropped those concrete specs out of the books? Because all the subsequent phases on top of them, they beat them up so bad and you can't do anything with it?
It could be part of it, but I don't know. It was whatever the pleasure of the board was at the time to have for a standard paving detail. So, but I've had a concrete street prior, and we had put bituminous pavement over it, and it was time to replace the bituminous pavement. So,
Joe, a question, how deep were the concrete slabs excavated on that road?
they were anywhere between 4 and 7 inches deep.
Yeah, it's not a good spec. That's the reason, okay, thank you.
So all of the concrete, Joe, was taken out?
All the concrete was moved.
And then the big rock put down, or what was the process of?
We were able to, where we needed to put larger stone, we put larger stone for the subbase. We usually use 6 inches of 2A and 5 inches of 25 millimeter super pave binder.
My problem with this is that this work is done, correct?
Yes, it is done.
So there's no, I mean, you backed us into a corner basically, because there's nothing we can do to change this. We have to pay the $91,000 because the change order was already approved.
Well, the change order is more or less a formality. Bill and I had met out there after the work was started, and we discussed different options as to what we could do. We talked about putting geotextile fabric on it. We talked about putting Petrotech on it over the joints, but determined that the best course of action was to reconstruct the street.
There'll be other phases going up on top of the hill.
The other phases going up the hill, we had done a phase back in 2011 and did not encounter this problem.
Joe, do you know how long the concrete roads were overlaid with asphalt, how many years this has been?
I would say, Frank, I bet them concrete roads were probably 20 to 25 years old underneath.
Okay, how long did they have asphalt on top of them?
Probably between 10 to 15 years.
Okay, thank you.
Is there a motion to approve this change order?
I'll make that motion.
A second.
Moved and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Now,
One Carol Hayes let the record show 4 ayes and 1 nay. For 172, 2016, it's the payment application number 1 for contract C for Youngblood paving in the amount of $61,660.94.
This is for the seal coating portion of the work that they did. We seal coated quite a few roads in the township this year, 2 in which we did over in South Point, which had the fiber reinforced polymer enhanced seal coat completed. It actually turned out to be a very nice job.
It looks like they did a great job on it.
Is that with the fiberglass?
Yeah, that's for the fiberglass.
Is this the full payment?
No, we're still holding some retainage on them.
But the majority of it.
For the majority, yes.
Is there a motion to approve?
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. For 170.